Everybody, Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation. We are an emerging nation and we are the United States of the world, and we're on a mission to banish poverty. And we should be streaming live on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly. And I'm here to give you the latest updates where we are, because as an emerging nation, we've spent a lot of time putting in some really solid foundations, because we plan to be around as long as any other nation for generations, not for a few weeks, a few months, a few years, generations. And we're building a legacy for all our citizens of prosperity and goodwill, hopefully, which will be passed on through many generations. Anybody can be a citizen of We Share Abundance. There is no fee to join and there's no obligation to participate in anything. And you can participate in all of our internal projects without putting your hand in your pocket. It takes longer than people that do want to put their hand in their pocket. It takes a little bit more effort, a little bit more time, but it's all available at totally no cost. There is never any reason to get into debt through being a citizen of We Share Abundance. Okay, and with that said, I'm going to be heading over to Facebook in a moment to make sure that we are in fact broadcasting as we should be, because when things go wrong, it's usually in that connection. So I'm heading over to Facebook right now, and when I get there, I'm going to be looking for We Share Abundance Publicly. And when that comes up, I'm going to make sure that my speakers are turned off. And then I'm going to be looking for the 6th of June. So far, so good. If I click to explain, we should get the comments panel up, and that will be available for people to let us know where they're from and to start making comments. It's unusual not to see Lewis from Portugal in YouTube. He's normally one of the first people in, but I didn't spot him in the app, and I won't see him while we're in Facebook. Sometimes he's a little bit later, but I'll just have a quick sip while we get going. Okay, we have Andrew Dean in from Devon, not far. Oh no, Andrew Dean, not from Devon. A long way from Devon. He's the other side of the world. He's from New Zealand, and I don't know where I got Devon. Well, I do know where I got Devon from, but it's the wrong person. He's from New Zealand. So good morning to you, Andrew. It will be Wednesday morning in New Zealand, heading into the winter. But I hope you've got a beautiful day. We've got a beautiful day here. It's been some lovely weather here in the southwest of England for the past week or so. Lovely warm temperatures, sunshine, and couldn't be better, really. Couldn't be better, especially as it was half term. We had a lot of visitors down, enjoying sitting on the beach and playing pitch and putt and all the things that holidaymakers do with their kids. So it was nice to see that happening last week. Okay. As I said, we do accept citizens from all over the world, and it's not important what your background is, what your country is. None of it matters. We are a non-separatist organization. So we don't recognize things like gender, color, country, class, creed, language, educational level, financial status. None of it matters. We just see everybody as a human being, part of the big family of humanity. And we recognize that every human being is unique and so has something unique to offer our community, and as such is of equal value to every other member of our community. And Andrew's letting me know I'm coming through loud and clear. Thanks. And we got Kingsley in from Manchester, UK, as well. I will be getting started in a moment with a little prayer, very short, and it's to help you find a path to happiness because it's what everybody seeks, even though they don't think about things that way. That everything that they do is designed to create happiness for them. But people mistake pleasure for happiness. Pleasure is a short-term thing. Happiness is everlasting bliss. And most people don't know how to find happiness. They think if they had all the money in the world and they could buy everything that they wanted, they'd be truly happy. But that isn't the case. There are plenty of people that have more money than they could ever spend, and they're still not happy. They're still searching for something. They're struggling to find out what it is. I need more homes, more houses, more power, more cars, more, you know, what is it I'm missing? And then they're still fighting for more and more and more. And it's because they don't really understand how to attain true happiness. And so we have a little prayer which helps us with that because the only way to find true happiness is through loving service to others. When you concentrate on that in your life, you will find that you will have a happy, contented life. And the things that you need and want will flow to you automatically. Much less stressful than chasing money. Chasing money is very difficult. Money tends to run away from people that chase it. There are very few people who know how to catch it. When they do, they do take vast fortune. As I've said, most of them still not happy. Seek happiness first through being of loving service to others, and everything that you want in life will flow to you. Without stress, you'll also have a happier and healthier life. Stress is one of the biggest killers. It shuts down the immune system and makes you susceptible to all sorts of uh, things that normally your body would be able to handle quite adequately. Let's see who else we've got in. We've got Funmi from not sure where, but I'm guessing Nigeria. And we've got Rosina in from Edinburgh, up in Scotland, the capital of Scotland. And we will start right now, I think, with that prayer, and then we'll have a short affirmation to help us maintain that non-separatist ideology. And then I'll let you know where we're up to with everything. Okay? So here we go with the prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, each member finds the joy of service. And through service, bless each member that they attract true happiness and everything they want and need into their life. Amen. Okay, and we've got Richard in from Devon, and that's not an error this time. He is actually from Devon. I was attributing somebody else the Devon location, but Richard is definitely from Devon in the UK, not far from me, and so we'll be enjoying this beautiful weather as well. Okay, let's have that little affirmation and we'll get right into the updates. So the little affirmation we have goes like this: we are so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay, right, we've got some good news. Well, yeah, it's good news because we know where we're going. We've got a time frame on it, and that is for the Turnkey Cash Cow marketing campaigns. I had a very good, positive meeting today with ROI Tips. we've got a new guy that's managing our account, and he um, seems to have got us further along in the short time that he's been there than it's taken so previously with the other guy that has apparently left um, their organisation. So we've got our new guy, and we tried to put the billing in, and it wouldn't work. We said, "This is what always happens." So he said, "Okay, let's have a look. Let's get into the thing in depth." And so we went through, and we went through in places that I would never have found anyway. And um, it all boils down to the fact that my location has not been verified by Facebook. We haven't had a response from Facebook support, but this guy found it. He said, "Look, this is the problem." Now, if this had happened a month or so ago, when we've been trying to get this billing in, for, it's got to be at least a month, maybe more. Um, then we'd be a lot further down the road. But anyway, we have now submitted everything that Facebook needs, he reckons, but it will take up to 48 hours for Facebook to now approve things, and then only then will we be able to enter the billing information, and that will put us in a position where we can then pay for advertising, which is, of course, essential. Otherwise, we can't run the campaigns. The next thing he tells me is, because you haven't got a big, good track record with Facebook, we can't run the major campaigns right off the bat because you just get banned, get blocked. He said, so we have to do a warm up exercise, which takes us about 15 days. And so we went through what that involves, and the cost isn't, it's only like $4 or $5 advertising per day, just to get us into the groove and get Facebook accepting things and so on and so forth. But it's 15 days. So what we're looking at really is 48 hours from now to get accepted, verified, so that we can put our billing in. So that's not going to happen till Thursday. I have another call with him on Friday, because if it's not Friday, uh, he wants to get on the case again with Facebook. So hopefully it will all be done and dusted by Thursday or Friday, from the billing point of view. And at that time, they will start a warm-up campaign, which will last for 15 days. So we've got another 2 weeks to go before we're running the actual campaign from, hopefully, Friday. So we're looking at, what date will Friday be? It's the 6th today, Tuesday. Tuesday today, yeah. It'll be the 7th, 8th, 9th, won't it? Be the 9th on Friday. And if we take 2 weeks onto that, that'll be the 23rd, won't it? Be the 23rd. The campaign won't start running till about the 24th or 25th of this month. Not ideal, but at least we know when it's going to be starting. He's had a look at some of the stuff that I provided, and he would like me to make a couple of adjustments to some things, which I will do, obviously. They're the experts, um, and so there's a little bit more on my plate to do, but I've got the time, or I'll make the time to do it. When I say I've got the time is precious, isn't it? But you've got to prioritize things. So obviously, I will make the time to do that, and it will all be in order by the time we're running the campaigns, which, as I say, now is likely to be around about the 25th, 26th of June when we start running the campaigns. and it's 6 months later than we wanted it to be. However, we do now have a time span for everything, and we know where we're going with and what's happening. So it's good news, really. It would have been nice for it to be happening a little bit quicker, but we have to follow the protocol. We don't want to be jumping in and getting blocked and banned, which he said would happen if we don't do this warm-up campaign for a couple of weeks. So that's the situation, and that's where we are. But we do now have a really good idea of the date, provided we get that billing information in by the end of this week. Okay. There has been some progress, but we've not booked anything yet for the Fun Miracle site. I'm hoping we can also get that sorted out by the end of this week. I don't have anything that I can tell you definitely at this moment in time. As soon as I do, I'll let you know. But it is progressing. That's all I can say. Who else have we got here? Oh, it's the same. It's Fumi. Please, Mr. Graham, what happened to We Share Abundance? No single withdrawal has taken place for almost 3 years now. Uh, First of all, that isn't true, but I'll cover that in a moment. And if you watch all the replays, you wouldn't need to ask the question. Kindly consider we struggle before we can subscribe for We Share Abundance. If you deposited $100 in a bank, what would it be worth? $100 in a bank with inflation, you would probably have less than $100. If you're looking at 3 years, you would probably only have something in the region of $75 to maybe $85 if you're lucky in value in the $100 in the bank. If you've been in for 3 years, you have been accumulating additional wealth. The fact that you can't cash it in yet is another matter, but you have been accumulating wealth. It's like having a fixed term deposit account, if you like, that's for 5 years, but you would never, even with a 5 year fixed term deposit account, you wouldn't get anything like the wealth that you've accumulated in We Share Abundance. To say that there have been no withdrawals for 3 years is not true. We've only been in operation for about 3 years, just over 3 years, and until June, which was about 15 months, June of 2021, we were paying withdrawals. People didn't always request them. Not all that were requested were paid, but most of the withdrawals were paid up to that time. For the first 6, 7 months of our existence, which took us up to like October of 2020, we paid out something like $4 million. We pay out everything we get in. Okay. Everything that comes in goes out in member benefits one way or another, mostly in withdrawals in that first initial period. About $4 million came in, about $4 million was paid out. There was a tiny amount that was spent on administration and development. And other than that, everything went into the members' pockets. What we were doing wasn't sustainable. We had to rebuild and put in solid foundations. And as soon as we build liquidity for our tokens, then there will be withdrawals allowed, first of all, to people that make loans, secondly to nest egg owners, and thirdly to general members that are active. Liquidity will be produced over and above what we already have through income that we will generate through various other plans that we have, both internally and externally. I suggest you go back over the last couple of days' recordings to get a fuller explanation of all that. The commissions that are earned currently are available and are being paid on a daily basis for the Easy Business Builder. They're paid in Wheat Abundance tokens, and that is self-liquidating, because if somebody comes in and buys something for $100, and we pay up to $100 in commission, that balances automatically. The free money that we give you, that is building that wealth for you in the background, there is no balance of liquidity there. If we were to allow those all out on the market, it would just simply produce a token with no value that nobody wanted to buy anyway. It would be of no benefit to you or anybody else. The commissions paid from the Poverty Crusher, we're paying out in USDT. And that is, we pay those out every day to people that have earned. It's a very good compensation plan. Very easy to make some money. You've just got to make a minimum of $10 for withdrawal, same in the Easy Business Builder. The staking plans that we have that are not the pool system, where we're giving free tokens away, they're also paid out in USDT. And we pay those out every month. And I should have been paying them today, but I didn't get around to it. So I'll be starting on them tomorrow. Okay. I hope that answers your questions. If it doesn't, please watch the last week's replays. We get the same question pretty much every day from people that don't bother to stay up to date. Okay. Right. We also have Norman in from Doncaster. I don't know whether we mentioned him, but we have him in from Doncaster, UK. I'm going to check in here in the app and see if we've got anybody in from YouTube. And we've got Lewis in, but he's later than usual. So he's in here from Portugal. Okay. So let's get back to Facebook. So I've covered, basically I've covered from the Fun Miracle site and the collaboration we have with ROI Tips and the WIP situation again. Okay. Today I also started the rotation for the ETF pool, an amazing program. Those of you that have contributions of over or staked over 500 and over $550, we will be adding into the rotation to help you potentially get sign-ups, and so also help you to, through communicating with the people that get placed in your downline, help them to get staked at the level that will help push you through to that founder member position. You only need 14 people at staking $349 or $349 or more, and you will be made for life, basically. It's as simple as that. But you've got to have your own personal stake of over $549. And so the only people that we're helping are those that have got staked at over that level. Some of them I have communicated with because I don't have their link that I need to add into the rotator. But some people are already in the rotation, and we'll do what we can. But treat whatever you get as a bonus and go out and get your 14 people. Whatever it takes, go out and get your 14 people. And like I say, you'll be made for life. It's an amazing program. We already have, and I say we because that is the We Share Abundance account. It's in my name, but it's all for We Share Abundance. Um, and we already have received our first free $99 payment, and we'll get another one next week and one the week after. Now, $99 doesn't sound like a lot, but it goes into the compounding plan, which is fixed. You can't get at it for 6 months. In 6 months, that $99 or every $99 that you put in every 6 months is turned into about $230. I can't remember the exact figure, but it's around about $230, which is better than 99. But if you put it all back in again for another 6 months, in a year's time, you will have over $1,100. And if you're getting that every week, in a year's time, every week, you're getting $1,100 for free, even if you never do anything else after having uh, got those 14 people at $350. It's it's very sound, and there are ways that you can bump that up rather than taking the 1,000 out. Take a little bit less, and it will increase every year um, your income, and even at just $1,000, it's $50,000 a year into the treasury for We Share Abundance, and that helps all our members, obviously. Okay. Um, Funme says, I don't have money to subscribe to all those programs that you are mentioning. If that is the case, why can't you allow total staking from We Share Abundance and allow half payment and half payment? Right, okay, I'll answer that. First of all, you don't need any money. All you need to do is put in some effort. We give you coupons every month that you can go and give away. And those tokens, once those coupons, once they're used, you earn $3 for every coupon you give away. So you can use the money that you get from giving away those coupons to get you, first of all, into the Poverty Crusher plan, which is only $5 anyway. Okay. When you talk about half and half, the staking plan for the secondary staking is $25. So if you make $25 from giving away your coupons and getting people up through the Easy Business Builder platform, which is not hard to do if you put in the effort, and from the Poverty Crusher plan, which is not hard to do if you put in the effort, if you only make $10 a month from each of them, that's $20 a month. Plus at least two coupons you'd be giving away, that's $26 a month. You only need $25 to get into the secondary staking, and we double that with $25 from your We Share Abundance account. So you would have secondary staking of $50, earning you totally passive income there. Okay? So there is no excuse for anybody to not get involved by saying, I can't afford it. You don't have to afford it. You don't have to put your hand in your pocket. You can earn your way to wherever you want to go. That's perhaps a four-letter word you don't like. Earn, EARN. There's another four-letter word that most people don't like as well, WORK. But if you apply yourself to earning through work, you can get wherever you want to go in We Share Abundance without ever taking a penny out of your pocket. Okay. So there you go, half staking and half payment. That is already available and has been available since we launched the secondary staking plan. It was to help people benefit from the accumulation of wealth that they have in their Wish Abundance account. Okay, it's all been explained in the past. It's all on the website, and I hope you now understand that it is available now and has been for some time, and we've got quite a lot of members benefiting from that program. Okay, and that is paid out in USDT every month by the 10th of the month. So I'm struggling a bit. Where are we? The 6th. I've got to get my finger out to get those paid out this month. Okay. Right. So that is the ETF. Third-party programs, another matter. But once you're making money in We Share Abundance, you can then divert some of those funds into things like Vortic. Once you've got like $50 that you've made profit, get it into Vortic and compound that every week. In a year or two, you will be financially secure purely from that $150. $15 in Beyond Infinity. Once you've made $15, get it into Beyond Infinity. Even if you do nothing in Beyond Infinity, never refer anybody, never piff anybody in, never do anything, just sit back. In 5 or 6 years' time, you will, well, in more, in 6 to 7 years' time, you'll have over 200,000 in Beyond Infinity for doing nothing, and it's cost you $15. And you can make that $15 in We Share London. It's all available to you, but the programs outside, yeah, you have to put money in, but you can make it in We Share Abundance without putting your hand in your pocket if you're prepared to put in the effort and the time. It's up to you. Okay. Um, so Beyond Infinity, an amazing program. We also have one that I put into the Downline Builder yesterday, I think, and that is called, what's it called? I can't remember. Something to do with sports. It's an arbitrage system. It's called BitSports. BitSports, okay? Um, and I got a page made up which has got a lot of information on it now. We've had quite a number of people joined up. Um, Quite a lot of people that haven't put any money in, one or two people that have put some money in. If you put money in, you make passive income with it. Passive income starts at 0.7% a day, I think it is. But you can get up to 2.4 as you grow in that plan. But it's there. I selected it particularly because it looks to be really safe in the way that it's structured. It's not paying preposterous amounts that it's going to disappear within the next few months. It looks to be well run, and you can get involved for just $10. If you refer people, you make money faster. Um, I don't know an awful lot about how it all works, but I do know they have a direct commission. I can't remember what the percentage is for people you refer, and they also have a binary system, which I never liked binary systems, but they've got one. And what you've got to try and do is balance the legs. It's a pain, but if you're in it and you are referring people, just try and keep your legs balanced. You know, if you've got $10 in one leg, try and get $10 in another leg, and then if somebody puts in another 10 or $15 in one leg, get somebody to put it in the other leg. You know, just balance what you're doing. But that's there. Coin Market Ball is more expensive to get involved. You need $200 to get involved in that, but it's a very sound program. Information more expensive again. You need a minimum of 200, not 200,000, a minimum of $2,000 to get involved in that. But it's a very sound program, even though the support is really poor. Actually, I've got to say that. Um, I think they've got to do something about the support. They just can't keep up with the questions. Okay, so so that's where we are with what's going on currently. I don't think I've missed anything, but we do have numbers. Um, in the last 24 hours, there's no change in our registered members. That means basically that we've had enough referrals to cover the people we take out, because we remove anybody that hasn't logged in for 2 months. And sometimes I go through these and I try and talk to the people briefly in an email. So you just log in every couple of months just to keep your account active, because we've had people, with tens of thousands of dollars that are just getting removed because they lose hope. They don't understand that we're going to be around for years and years and years. And it's like having a trust account. A rich uncle dies and he leaves some money in trust for you that you can't get at until 2030, let's say. It might be $1 million in 2030. So what do? You say, "Oh, I don't want that because I can't get it till 2030." What do you say? "Oh, that's great. In 2030, I'm going to be rich." It's how you look at things. Anyway, it's balanced out exactly today. So there's no change in the registered members. Our active members are up by just 3 to 3,493. And multiply WISA, the email verified members is up by 116 to 14,336. There's no change in new members that have bought advertising, but the bonus pool is up by another dollar to $10,166. And that's purely from the revenue share from logging in. Okay. Any more comments there? No. Let's check back in the Melon app. And there's nothing else new coming there. So pretty much we've covered it in a relatively short space of time. And that's all I've got for, I think. Um, okay, I've just got a message here from the support. I've just been saying how poor the support is from information, but I put a request in, I think it was just this morning, asking about what's happening with my account for the first account in information. We got two. We got in with one prior to the offer, uh, where you get your um, qualification payment. I can't remember what they call it now. Back in your first month. Um, so we struggled a bit, and we got into that as well. So we've got two accounts, but the second one we haven't even started the qualification with yet. But the first one, we passed our phase one, and I said, "What's happened to that account?" I would have thought phase two should be getting along somewhere. And they've got this response: "After checking your account, has been passed, but needs to engage in micro trading." Don't know what that means, I've got to be honest. But don't worry, I've already assigned one of our specialists to handle micro trading with your account. Thank you for your patience and good luck with your trading. So it looks like that one is going to be starting to trade properly in the very near future. And that was like a $3,000 investment. Um, it's a $2,000 payment to Information to do all the work to get you qualified and funded with a $200,000 trading account, which they will then trade for you. And then there's $1,000 that you pay to the prop firm. The prop firm is the people that give you the $200,000 once you prove that you are a capable trader, and that's what the qualification is about. So it looks like we're going to be qualified pretty soon. We'll have that $200,000 account, and that information will trade that for us, and they will probably make around about 3 or 4% per month on that, which is quite a lot of money on a $200,000 account. You're looking at $6,000 to $8,000 per month, but we don't get to keep all that because the prop firm want usually about 20% of that, sometimes 25% of that. So let's say it's $6,000. Let's suppose they took 25%. That would knock it down to $4,500, and in commission for doing the trading every month on half of that. So that knocks it down to $2,500 or something like that. So but it's still good money. You pay that one time $3,000 if you can get it together. A lot of people can, some people can't. But once you have been able to get it all put together and they do everything, it takes a while for it to go through and start trading. Once it starts trading, then you're getting $2,500 to $3,000 every month for doing nothing. Totally passive. Okay, so it's a really good, solid plan, and the fact that they can get you through the qualification is sufficient proof that they are capable traders and doing what they say they're doing. It's not easy to get funded for a $200,000 account. Most traders, even people that make good money trading, don't manage to qualify. So that's a real good sign that Information are capable and will look after your account and make sure that you're making money month after month after month after month. And you can have as many accounts as you want. You can keep opening more accounts. So one account, $2,000 to $3,000, let's say. Two accounts, $4,000 to $6,000. How much do you want? How much do you need? If you need $10,000, 5 accounts is 10,000 to maybe $15,000. So it's all there and available for you, but you've got to have the cash to get into that, and that is the most expensive program that we promote. But you can work your way up there. Coin Market Bull, we started with $200 in February. Can't remember the exact date, but I know it was the month of February. And with that account today, let me find it for you. I'll give you the exact figure. We now have $3,418. So that's $200 invested in February. We're now up to $3,418. Is referral commission included in that? It usually, well, it was running at, like about $4 a month at one time, but now it's up to usually a little bit, around about $20, usually maybe a little bit, $22, $23 in on today in referral commissions that we get from people that are investing in there. But that's what's possible. You go out, you make $200, you put it into Coin Market Bull, you do a little bit of referring and recruiting, and you compound everything. And within 4 months, you've got $3,500. You can carry on compounding that, or you can pull out your income and gradually build that income up and then put it into Information. It's all available to you. And you can start it all by just being of loving service to others. giving away those coupons that we give to you free every month. Okay, that's it from me today. God bless you all, and I'll see you all tomorrow. We'll let you know where we are tomorrow. I'm sure of that Facebook verification by tomorrow. Well, I say I'm sure. I don't know. I don't know enough about Facebook, but the guy told me, it'll probably take 48 hours. We can hope and pray it comes through in 24 hours. It just knocks an extra day off the time to get it done. But once we've got that, we'll try and put the billing in. It should go through. Once the billing goes through, we're set to rock and roll. But we need that 15-day warm-up period for the account. Okay, I'll see you all tomorrow, same time, same place, 7 p.m. London time on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group. We share abundance publicly. Until then, get out there, go the extra mile, share some love and abundance, make yourself some money, but more importantly, make some money for some other people. And you'll find that you'll be making money for yourself as well. God bless. See you all tomorrow. See you later, alligator. You in a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator. Always wear a smile. See you later, alligator. And go the extra mile.